all. The oxygen which we inhale, it gets oxidized with glucose and produces energy. For the transport of oxygen or the food after digestion, one more important system it is required, that is blood circulatory system. The circulatory system mainly consists of organs, heart, blood vessels, and blood. Heart is the pumping organ in the blood circulatory system. Its size is about one's own fist size. It is located in the center of the chest cavity, slightly bent towards left. Heart structure is heart has four chambers. The upper two chambers are called atria or auricles. Lower two chambers are called ventricles. All these four chambers internally they are separated by a muscular wall-like structure called septum. The walls of the chambers are made of muscles called cardiac muscles, which continuously contract and relax rhythmically and pump the blood. The rhythmic contraction followed by the relaxation, it is called as heartbeat. The heartbeat is felt when we go to the checkup near to a doctor with the help of an instrument called stethoscope. The process of circulation helps in the supply of digested food and oxygen to all body parts and also brings back the waste materials generated during the process of respiration. Blood vessels. There are three types of blood vessels in human body. They are arteries, which originate from the heart. They carry blood with more oxygen from heart to body parts. Veins. They originate from different parts of the body and are connected to the heart. They carry blood with more carbon dioxide from different parts of the heart to lungs for oxygenation. And the third type of blood vessels are blood capillaries, which are very thin, narrow blood vessels that connect arteries and veins to distribute the blood to the body parts. Human blood is composed of blood cells and plasma. Plasma is the fluid portion of the blood. Blood cells are of three types: red blood cells or erythrocytes, which act as oxygen carriers. The red blood cells contain a pigment called hemoglobin. This hemoglobin pigment is a iron based pigment. It acts as a carrier of oxygen and carbon dioxide and plays a major role in respiration. White blood cells or erythrocytes. White blood cells are again different types. The white blood cells they involve in making our body immune and protect our body from harmful diseases causing microorganisms that enter our body. They act like microscopic police force of our body and make our body immune. The third type of blood cells are blood platelets. Blood platelets plays a major role in coagulation of blood when cuts and wounds occur on our body. Thus, blood plays an important role in the transportation of materials in animals. Blood is the medium to carry the digested food and the oxygen inhaled to all parts of the body. Blood in other organisms. The blood is mostly red in color in all the animals due to the presence of pigment called hemoglobin. The blood in earthworm is also red because hemoglobin dissolved in the blood. But when it comes to insects like cockroach, the blood is colorless because there is no pigment present in it. And in animals like prawn, snail, crab, bluish color blood is present. The presence of hemocyanin, a copper based pigment, gives the bluish color to the blood. Thus, different life processes like digestion, respiration, circulation together play an important role with coordination, which helps in the survival of these organisms. The biggest health challenge related to public of 21st century is non-communicable diseases like heart attack, cancer, paralysis, etc. Non communicable diseases or NCDs related deaths are increasing. Over half of them are associated with behavior that begin or reinforced during adolescence, like consumption of tobacco, alcohol in the age of adolescence, poor eating habits, and lack of exercise. So, the preventive measures which can overcome or which help us in overcoming these non communicable diseases are regular physical activity at least for 30 minutes for 5 days a week, increasing muscular strength and blood circulation by doing yoga, exercises, etc. More physical activities provide greater health benefits. They protect the heart from diseases, they prevent store of fat in along the blood vessels. All these measures help in promotion of healthy lifestyle and prevent us from many diseases. Let us read about some respiratory disorders, the pandemic COVID 19. COVID 19 was the new disease that created a global impact recently. The disease which infects most of the people in a country or the whole world at the same time, it is called as pandemic. 100 years back in 1902, a pandemic also came like this, that is Spanish flu. We can prevent any disease or infection by improving our immunity. Immunity is the inbuilt capacity of the body to fight and overcome the effects of disease causing germs. This is taken care by the blood cells, white blood cells in the blood. The entry of disease causing germs in our body, the growth of them, and the multiplication of them, which results in causing the disease by showing a symptoms, it is called as infection. In case of weak immune body, the infection will lead to disease. That means the infection, the entry of microorganisms will develop on a large scale and causes diseases in us. Diseases are mainly of two types. The diseases which are caused because of bacteria and the other type of diseases which are caused because of virus. Bacteria are very small and can be seen under compound microscope. But coming to viruses, they are very, very minute or small that they cannot be seen under compound microscope and can only be seen with electron microscope or under electron microscope. Let us see few differences between bacterial and viral diseases. Bacterial diseases are caused by bacteria. They can be cured by taking antibiotics. And some kinds of bacterial diseases they have vaccines. Examples of bacterial diseases are typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis, etc. Viral diseases are caused by viruses. They cannot be cured by using antibiotics. Vaccine is the only remedy for viral diseases. Examples of viral diseases are common cold, polio, HIV, COVID 19, etc. Antibiotics, some are produced by the help of fungi and some with the help of that bacteria which are weakened or dead. Vaccines are also produced in the same way. Novel coronavirus disease or COVID 19 is an infectious disease caused by coronavirus. Most people infected with COVID 19 virus experienced mild to moderate respiratory illness or sickness and recovered without requirement of special treatment due to good immunity. But the people who are old and the people who are suffering with different health problems like heart diseases, diabetes, lung diseases, they faced serious illness as their immunity is low. Because of their less immunity, they died also. So this low immunity leads to death of a person during the COVID-19 condition. The best way to prevent and slow down the spread of this disease is protecting ourselves by washing hands with soap or sanitizer, not touching the face, eyes, nose, mouth, and wearing a face mask. COVID-19 virus spread primarily through droplets of saliva or nasal discharges from infected person when they cough or sneeze. So that is why following all these preventive measures like using face mask, uh, washing our hands with soap and sanitizer can stop the spread of the disease. COVID 19 is caused by a virus called SARS CoV 2. SARS means severe acute respiratory syndrome. Viruses are dangerous as there is no proper medication for them. Neither medicines nor any treatment is available. Only vaccine is the preventive measure. The preventive measures like taking steam inhalation twice a day, drinking hot milk mixed with turmeric, taking meals when it is hot, taking a nutritive balanced diet, breathing exercises, yoga, gargling warm water, and taking vitamin C will keep us healthy, strong, and disease free. These things will improve our immunity, the ability of the body to fight and withstand diseases. All over the world, many scientists have worked to find a vaccine for this COVID 19 virus. India also developed a vaccine against this COVID 19 disease. It is Covaxin. Along with Covaxin, several other vaccines like Covishield, Pfizer, Moderna, all these are administering across the world to reduce the impact of this disease. The very important COVID 19 protocol is SMS: sanitize, mask, and maintain social distance. There are some other natural phenomena which are associated with respiratory system. Sneezing, the process of sudden uncontrolled expulsion of air through the nose by the lungs due to the irritation of nasal passage is called sneezing. Sneezing occurs when we inhale air with dust, smoke, pollen, or strong smells. Sneezing is a blessing as it expels the unwanted harmful substances from the lungs, thereby protecting us. We should always cover our nose properly with a handkerchief while sneezing, or we have to sneeze through elbow. Yawning, the uncontrolled action of opening our mouth wide to take a long deep breath of air is called yawning. It is seen when a person is bored, stressed, feeling sleepy, or very tired will yawn. Yawning is caused when the respiratory rate gets slowed down, resulting in insufficient supply of oxygen to the brain. To overcome this situation, the body goes for an involuntary opening of the mouth to take in a long deep breath of air. Coughing. Coughing is a result of forceful contraction of the lungs to send out the unwanted substances through the mouth. This happens when strong smells or dust irritate the inner linings of the lungs. By coughing, they accumulate solid and semi solid waste in the lungs due to the cold or other respiratory disorders are expelled out. Deglutition apnea. The temporary arrest of respiration is called apnea. Polamaradam. Deglutition or swallowing apnea occurs reflexly when the food is in the pharynx. This process prevents the food from entering into windpipe. If food enters the windpipe, it will have serious effects, so the larynx moves up to stop the food from entering the windpipe. Hence, we should not talk while eating. In our daily life, we may come across with many accidents. Sometimes these may lead to death also. We can prevent the death and seriousness in such situations through first aid. The simple assistance provided to the person who is suffering from injuries or serious situations before the doctor attend is called first aid. Some first aids which we can give to the injured person or victim regarding to the respiratory system are: when a person is drowned, we should first bring him out of water and make him to lay down on the back with the face turned to one side. Check for any sand or mud in the nose, mouth, and ears and remove it. Now, slowly press the abdomen to create pressure on the diaphragm and on the lungs to push out the water that has entered the lungs. Repeat the process by turning the person to lie down on the abdomen until he or she gets recovered. Give some warm clothes and hot tea on recovery. If it is necessary, take the person to the doctor for treatment. First aid provided for bleeding injuries. Bleeding takes place when we are injured or there is any cut on the body or due to accidents also. First, the bleeding injury is to be washed with clean water. For that, use cotton or cloth to clean the injured area. Then use cotton or bandage cloth to cover the injury to stop the flow of blood. Take the injured person to the nearest hospital or to the nearest doctor if bleeding does not stop. Choking occurs when windpipe is obstructed by an object lead to the block of air. Choking has to be attended immediately as it is dangerous. In adults, hold the person from behind around the abdomen just below the ribs. Press quickly and repeatedly until the person gets relief by coughing or vomiting. Children, they may put seeds, coins, or bottle caps play while playing in their mouth and get choked. The child should be made to lie upside down on the lap of an adult. Then, the part of the back between the shoulder bones has to be tapped strongly until the object comes out. Immediately take the child to the doctor for medical assistance. So, these are the various first aids we can give to the persons who get injured in all these situations. I hope all of you understood the class. Thank you all.